what are some good warm-ups and exercises that I can help improve my breathing? I can't seem to sing more than 1 or 2 measures before I have to take a breath. Right. So what you got?
Okay, cool. So,
I think this is the other one. You're like, oh, no.
Yeah, this is another one I like.
That's what you do.
I like them all.
That's what you do.
Irene, this is quite common. So, one of the things that I would have you start off with is taking a nice deep breath, making sure it's not from your shoulders. So, really nice belly breath, and then hiss as long as you can, just to kind of warm that up. Probably 20, 30 seconds you'll go without even realizing it and be like, what? I can do this, but I can't do 2 measures. So chances are it's more at the diaphragmatic level. You kind of have to train your lungs really to control all this air that it has when it's singing. Normal day-to-day life, we only use 25% of our lungs. My hand is the diaphragm right now. So the diaphragm is a muscle under your lungs, and it is used to slight inhale, slight exhale, slight inhale, slight exhale, and that's how we live our lives. But when we sing, all of a sudden we take in this giant thing of air, our diaphragm goes this away, and we don't know what to do with it. It's just used to exhaling all of it at once, and that's probably what's happening in your 1 to 2 measures, is that it's just, I dreamed a dream and time gone by, I'm done. Versus keeping that outward. So it kind of goes back to, if you watch any of our other live streams or any of our other videos, that down and outward expansion, kind of feeling this expanding in your rib cage, feeling your belly go forward and downward as you exhale. So not just on the inhale, but as you're actually exhaling it. I'll tell a lot of my clients it feels a little bit like you're holding your breath down in here as opposed to here. A lot of people like to sing through here and tighten everything. But if you lower your breath and kind of pretend like your valve is at your breastbone and just kind of keep it down in there, that's that down and outward expansion feeling. And you can keep going and going and going. I haven't taken a breath yet, and I think, okay, I'm gonna stop.
There you go. I'm going to actually answer that kind of in a little bit of a different way. 9 times out of 10, I find that, sometimes it is a breathing thing. Sometimes if you can't make it through more than a measure or 2, it is a breathing thing. Sometimes it's actually a vocal cord issue. Those cords aren't coming fully together. So if, for example, you're breathing like this, or you're singing like it's a little bit breathier, there's a lot of air getting through the cords. You don't really have good closure or resistance of that airflow, which is a necessary part for singing and healthy singing, right? So one of the things you want to make sure that you're doing is you maintain a little bit more of a narrow shaping, and that you avoid the breathiness, right? And start playing with that in whatever part of the range is easiest for you to play at that end, and then expand from there. So, but make sure that we don't turn over to that breathiness, and especially not just in general, but even in between words, in between syllables. A lot of times people speak through consonants, let a lot of air move through. You just want to be aware of that. You want to be a little less, you want to be a little bit stingier with your air. And to be fair, that's done by
keeping them down and outward.
Maintaining good support within your singing and within your instrument. So, but yeah, that's kind of a little bit of a different way of looking at that. Kind of the opposite side of the same issue, right? So
yeah, you might, that's a very good point. You might have this here, but this is not closing enough, the vocal cord closure. Also listen for H's that don't exist in your singing.
Yes.
That is where you're going to be losing a lot of air. I used I dreamed a dream as an example. I dreamed a dream and
you're not saying hi.
Yeah,
it's no hi here.
That happens all the time, and so many people don't realize it. So, record yourself for like half a song and see if you can catch any H's that don't exist, and you're losing some air there if you are.
For sure.